And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. His head-to-head with Darren O'Day, batting .500, 4 for 8. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First pitch of the at-bat. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. O'Day rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. The 1-0 delivery. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back, the right fielder at the track. The wall. Gone to lead off the inning.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno. Number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And he takes ball 1. And he fouls this one off. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
The 1-2. High pop up. Freeman calls for it. 1 away. Into the box now, C.J. Cron. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Acuna giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Ready now for L.A., Michael Hermosillo. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down.
2 outs.
The 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Everything this guy throws moves. That 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the
top of the 8th.
Fastball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Swanson is there to make the catch, and the side is. And the next in is Johan Camargo. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Hit out towards second, and that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4. You know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Dansby Swanson is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Behind 0-2 now. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Fastball swung on and missed for the 1st out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To second for 1. Relay to first in time. Chris Martin takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Striding in to start the 9th, Brian Goodwin, and they'll need him to get something going here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Met.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball one, well below the zone. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Tie game. This is Hall of Fame? Ha ha ha. Buffering. Elbow cough. Takeout. Sanitizer.
Shohei Ohtani will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 17. Shohei.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
This one's also hit well, deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
Shot to third, and it's a base hit. So there you go. The potential winning run aboard to start off the home half of the 9th.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
A winning run is at first base. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. And the throw is late at first, so they can't get anybody out.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman, Freddie.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Swing and a line drive. Foul. The winning run at second. However, the double play in order here. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
The left fielder, number 20.
Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball. Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
He's set. The 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name. Ready once again, David Fletcher. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Hit hard. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
High and deep to right center. Acuna's there for it. 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 6.
Ready now, Anthony Rendon. First offering on its way. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Comes set, the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Acuna giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in.
This is Hall of
Man,
Fame.
he's seeing it like a beach
Ha, ha,
ball
ha.
right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is Angels strand 1. Our score holds at 5 apiece.
Leading up for
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
NC Arche.
And the pitch. Line drive to center field. Trout is right there, one down.
Now batting.
Stepping in for the Braves, Johan Camargo. He singled his last time up.
Camargo.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Skied into very shallow right. Goodwin will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the shortstop.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Grant Dayton takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Batting in the 7th. Number 75. Grant Dayton.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Batting
This one's down to third. Right to him.
Adams.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The right
Now at the plate, Brian Goodwin is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Dayton stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the...
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. But it bends just foul into the second deck. The 0-2 once more. Pitch swung on and hit on the ground for Freeman over there at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Justin Upton will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Too high, 1-0. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The set and the 1-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Driven nicely into the gap. Here's Upton on his way to second now. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double. And now for the Angels, Max Stassi. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is. Pedro Baez takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. Here's the first pitch to him. Adam Duvall is at the plate as he looks at ball one. A high fastball is in there. Baez was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got one or two big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Acuna digs in now. Last time through was a base hit. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit, and that is off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, and he'll get there at third, and now the winning run's only 90 feet away with just one out. So up steps Ozzie Albies.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Albies with a 1-1 count now.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
And it's fouled away. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away. Line toward right center. He'll make the catch, but it ought to be academic now. And they've come back to win it here in 11 innings. So striding in, Max Stassi, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And it's 1-2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
2 balls and no strikes for Jorge Bonifacio.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-1 to him now. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. First pitch of the at-bat. Nico Goodrum comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. 1-1.
Ball. 2-1.
Out of play off to the right. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And another foul ball.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
The 3-2 one more time.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a little self-preservation down at first. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's C.J. Cron now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field. So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. 1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch. That's inside. 2-0. Bullet back up the middle. Maben has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Jose Cisnero
Takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Jones will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
The center fielder.
Striding in, Michael Hermosillo. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The third baseman.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
The batter, number 2.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings.
And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. And the go-ahead runs across to score from second as they take the lead 6-5.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
This is line to left, and he dives to make a Jacoby Jones the next to hit. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Baez was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Now the 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Grayson Greenier goes down for out number 2 in the top of the ninth. Slice down the left side, but foul. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Again, another foul ball. Last breath for the Tigers. Another one sent foul.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Got him. Detroit, good night. If you've just joined us, this is a story of a pitcher who's got his club in a rare and exciting situation. Heidi, can you offer some insight without... violating any baseball taboos?
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit at third. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First offering on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Slow little grounder left side. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Runner at second, one away, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. Hit hard on the ground is short. Simmons is there. Throw gets him, 2 down. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, now we got two.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. And he struck him out to retire the side. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Didi Gregorius is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed, 1-1.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Upton is going to get there to make the catch a few steps into foul territory for out number 2. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. So close, but with 1 swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
The center fielder.
Oh, it sure is, Matty V. Boy, you get that part of the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out thinking about the 9th, D-Row, but they made him pay here with 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, he's thrown the ball so good, Dan. He's worked all sides, in and out, up, down, all quadrants covered. Be interesting.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Next to hit will be the pitcher, Andrew Heaney. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Castro stands at first with 1 out.
Hey, keep going up there. Watch up.
Hops this one up.
Get down.
In there, a base hit.
Make the turn.
Hey, nice one right
He
there.
came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of 1, though.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. Flares this one over toward first.
There you go. Make the
Throw
turn.
on to first. He'll be in time and a good chance for the... Logan Forsythe will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty V. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face out there.
Oh, D-Row, this is what every manager loves. One day where you cannot have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the 9th inning in today's game with your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given them up to this point.
Upton on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
0-1 the count. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Philly down to their last strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Well, Dan, we almost saw history today with a no-hitter. But even though that wasn't meant to be, they did get the win.
Yeah, D-Row, and that's ultimately the important thing. It was a transcendent pitching performance for most of the game. It was a thrill to see him come so close to the no-no, and a win like this will surely give his team a lift.
The Angels have mostly been a study in consistency this season, and with the trade deadline just around the corner, they've got a comfortable division lead to show for it.
Number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there.
The 1-0. Hit sharply toward the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Ground ball left side. A dive, and he knocks it down. But the recovery will come too late, and the bases are loaded now. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is...
This is hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 6-5 ball game.
Now back, right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Brian Goodwin. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike to count.
6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far.
And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Into the box, Max Stassi. Fouled off. The average entering play at 301. 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. Scorched to third. Frazier's up with it. On to first, and it's in time as they're fine. Leading off the inning, number 16, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Swing and a liner, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
Shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Liner towards second, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 3. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, center field.
Now to the plate, Danny Santana. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So now to the plate, Ronald Guzman. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Rangers.
Here's Todd Frazier now.
Third baseman, Todd
And he
Frazier.
takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Ready to begin the 8th, so that'll bring up C.J. Cron. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-1 to him now. Fouled away. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get fouled. The next 3-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Down and away, ball 1. Two balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter number 22.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Number 16 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Digging in once again, Mike Trout is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone, strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Odor. The turn throw is in time. How about that? Ready for another shot now. Robinson Chirinos. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1-1 to Chirinos.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over some.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Simmons has it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Willie Calhoun will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 5. Willie.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. 258 the average to begin play. 17 home runs, 57 runs batted in. 2-0 now. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1. 3 balls and a strike to Willie Calhoun.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Goodwin will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
The batter, number 16.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The batter,
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Nick Solak stays in the ballgame in the 8th spot and takes over at second base. Jesse Chavez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Line towards center field, and that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
the batter, number 2.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
Number 16 comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batter,
Now at the plate, Justin Upton.
Justin Upton.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Rendon leads off first with 1 away. And it's fouled away. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to do it.
Oh, but the feed is offline. Couldn't hit the shortstop covering the bag. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
The catch, number 33.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat. Fouled off.
This is Hall of Fame. Ha ha ha.
The 0-1 delivery. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
High in the air into shallow left center. Number 16 comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Striding into the box, C.J. Cron. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Now a long throw home. And they will not get him at the plate as he's under the tag of Chirinos.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Rafael Montero takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. In now, David Fletcher. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
At the plate, Mike Trout. He was a double play victim last time around. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Number 16 is there to put. Digging in, Joey Gallo. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
The right fielder.
Cam Bedrosian will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Your attention, please.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Number 32.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Standing in, Danny Santana. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Comes set and the 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a line drive. Oh, but he robs him on a super diving catch.
Up next for the Rangers.
Last shot for the Rangers in this one. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Ronald Guzman. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 1-1 the count. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Texas down to their final strike in this one. Ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. Well, guys, we mentioned earlier that the trade deadline is almost upon us. Do you look for this team to be active as a buyer?
Matt, in this day and age, any team with any kind of hopes at a postseason run has to be considering adding a piece or two, because if you don't, you're losing a step to those teams that are making upgrades. On the other hand, you don't want to be trading away very many valuable prospects unless you're pretty sure your team is a serious contender.
Yeah, and the other thing to make sure is that the player or players you are acquiring are actually going to come in and make you a better team. It's not just about making moves to make moves, but those are the things that GMs have to figure out this time of year.
We mentioned earlier that a lot of fans came out to the park today hoping to bear witness to a sweep. Heidi, what's the tenor in the stands as this close game gets nearer a conclusion?
Well, Matt, these home fans brought their brooms today, and they want to use them. We know in Major League Baseball how infectious the enthusiasm of winning can be. Coming through in this game to complete the series sweep would likely send this team's confidence soaring. Let's see if they can get it done.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Fletcher.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Ohtani stands at second with 2 gone. In the air to straightaway center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it as the tying run is left. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. No balls and 1 strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. Trout has a read on it. One down.
Now batting.
Here comes the first pitch. Reese McGuire comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8. But digging in next will be Travis Shaw, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That evens it up 1-1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. Fouled away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Bottom of the inning now. At the plate, Mike Trout. He singled his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Number 6.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. And he lays off for ball 1.
1-1.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Bouncer to the left side, scooped up, throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And the run will score from second as we are once again tied 3-3.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Justin Upton is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Set with the 0-1. Hit to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
The right fielder, number 18.
Now in the box, Brian Goodwin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. He goes to third.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. One there, on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Joe Panik will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Hit on the ground toward the left, taken in by Simmons. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Cavan Biggio. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted in the air to center field. Trout is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Ken Giles enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. Lourdes Gurriel is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. First pitch on its way. To short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Next will be the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's going to get your tying run in scoring position, as it ought to be good for extra bases.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty, 1 out, down 1 in the 9th. He's got to find a way, any way to get on base, and he does more than that, getting into scoring position here. We've got a great finish on our hands, guys.
High in the air into shallow left center. Drury will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. Lifetime numbers against Ken Giles. He's just 2 for 12. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. 1-0 the count. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Still no thought of a challenge here as they'll run it to 3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters. So you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. In now is Anthony Rendon as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. Ready with the 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll get under it to make the catch. And the Blue Jays have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, the sweep was not meant to be, and the Brooms will have to go back into the closet, Dan.
Yeah, not what they wanted to accomplish today coming into this one, D-Roll. But hey, the important thing is they took the series, and they'll hope to get back on the winning track in their next one.
Jonathan Villar is in the lineup after they beat the clock to acquire him just before the trade deadline.
Yeah, and he's got 2 months to prove it was the right move, Matty. Big at-bats down
into the box now, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman.
Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the... Digging in for his second at-bat, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Out in front of it, strike one. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Henniger, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here, but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
Heading out toward shallow right. Waiting on it is Henniger. One away. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And no shot of testing anything there. He'll hold on at third with one gone. Stepping in, Michael Hermosillo.
The center fielder, Michael Hermosillo.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. White is under it. 2 gone. Striding in once again, Anthony Rendon. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
And from the list of stats, you've never...
Back to the top of the order now. And the switch hitter Jonathan Villar will be the next to bat. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jonathan Villar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a miss, 0-1. So far this season, Villar hits a little over the 270 mark. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter, Hirano, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a one-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man. Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Today didn't go the way he wanted it to at the plate. Kind of a pedestrian debut with his new team.
Yeah, it wasn't his finest hour with the bat, but he should have plenty of opportunities down the stretch to make an impact.
And we're in a heated contest between 2 division rivals, one of whom is happily nested at the top of the standings, and the other one is looking to shake the tree a bit. Here's Tommy La Stella now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Justin Upton the next to hit. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. 0-1 the count. 8 runs on 13 hits. 1 error for the Angels so far. And he fouls this one off. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Now Upton with a swing and a deep drive to left. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
The right fielder, number 18.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Lifted the other way out to left center. Chasing after it is Calhoun. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Here's C.J. Cron now. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
And he'll just waste one there, 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So coming to the plate, Danny Santana. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Swung on but fouled off to the left. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Now batting.
Here's Todd Frazier now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Scooped up to second for 1, on to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play. Here's Rougned Odor now, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Coming to the plate now, Jason Castro. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And right into the shift. This will get foul for strike 2. Liner in there for a base hit.
Nice execution right there. Kept his balance on a nasty breaking ball. His hand stayed back, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Cody Allen is given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with. David Fletcher is at the plate as he watches ball 1. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Chirinos waits on it. 1 away. Stepping into the box, Michael Hermosillo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting...
Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And that'll bring up Anthony Rendon.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. In to score, the runner from third. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Tommy La Stella, and their runners at the corners now. Here's a look over to first, just keeping him float. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck. Oh, High. Deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
Well, there are good days, and then there are great days. When you hit 4 home runs in a game, I think you can say that's a great game. This has been incredible to watch.
Ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And it's fouled away. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Santana is there, and he puts it away to stop the... Now batting, Ronald Guzman. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Baez was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. 4 hits already in this one, and looking for number 5 here. No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there, but that was actually a decent slider to do some damage with.
Throw to first is in time, and the Rangers are now down to their final out of the game. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Guzman at second with 2 down. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over. If you've just joined us, this is a story of a pitcher who's got his club in a rare and exciting situation. Heidi, can you offer some insight without violating any baseball taboos? First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
The right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-1. Line to the right side. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offense standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
From the stretch, skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it.
I got it.
2 down.
Two. Eat it. No runner.
Next for Seattle, Tom Murphy. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hit the other way out toward right field. So they do get their first. Digging in now for the Mariners, Shed Long. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1 and 2.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Too high. Ball 3.
Hey, nobody out.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Trout is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Evan White. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 0-1 the count. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Crone camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Malik Smith. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Miss.
Ready with the 0-1.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the...
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Rolled slowly to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Mitch Haniger the next to bat. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Line hard. But this will be a foul ball. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Shot towards second. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
And that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Count now a ball and a strike.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Simmons on to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, Dan, we almost saw history today with a no-hitter. But even though that wasn't meant to be, they did get the win.
Yeah, D-Roll, and that's ultimately the important thing. It was a transcendent pitching performance for most of the game. It was a thrill to see him come so close to the no-no, and a win like this will surely give his team a lift.
Standing in, Michael Brantley. He'll get
Gafuel.
started in this one under the lights.
Number 23, Michael Brantley.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big
When he
lead, you
copied
start
my
resting on your
profile
laurels.
pic,
I look
Ed
at it the other
copying
way,
me
man.
with
You've
the
earned
black
right
screen.
to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about
Huh.
it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat.
Leading off for the Astros.
First offering on its way.
George.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Fouled off. The 0-2 once more is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Castro is there.
I got it. Ball.
Makes the play, 1 away. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is high, a ball and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And another foul ball.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Line drive to center field. Trout is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Next up for the Stros, Kyle Tucker, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Giving chase is good one. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Dustin Garneau, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this is low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Striding in for Houston, Michael Brantley.
The left fielder.
He pulls this one into right, and Brantley will reach. He's got a base hit. 2-out hit. That'll bring Alex Bregman to the plate as well. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. No balls and a strike to count. And he fouls this one off. Brantley is off at first with 2 away. Bounce towards the mound. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the 4th. Digging in, Jose Altuve. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Now here it comes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th. First pitch on its way. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. And it's quickly 0-2. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
2-2 the count. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Goodwin is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Here's the first pitch to him.
Now batting, number 30.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. And here now is Dustin Garneau. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Hit well on the ground to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's
Black.
raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Yeah, we got one here.
Now another 0-2.
I bet Josh isn't wearing black.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
This is popped up. Rendon in foul ground, and that's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's down to third. Fielded by Rendon. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2. So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher,
You really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. A 2-0 count to the Astros DH.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a...
Hits it high and deep out to center field.
He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark.
George Springer the next to hit. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Hit to short. Scooped up. Over to VR. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. So here's Yuli Gurriel. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Sent out to straightaway center field. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Standing in now, Kyle Tucker. Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. From the stretch. On the ground is short. This could be two. There's one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly two away now.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. First pitch on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb.
Now batting.
He tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Stepping into the box, Jose Altuve. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right.
Looking up is Goodwin.
Gone!
What a great feeling right there as he circled.
Cam Bedrosian answers the call from dugout. He went out and delivered in his first start since being called up with a strong outing on the mound and a team victory.
That's got to feel real good for him, Matt, and even more so for the GM. You promote this guy, he throws like this in his debut, and you look like a genius. Quite a young talent.
Well, in case you didn't already know or needed a reminder, Anthony Rendon is a pretty important player for this club. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Anthony Rendon. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at them with a smile on my face. 5 hours in the plane with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
Fouled away. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Shohei Ohtani is on deck. And here's a ball hit in the air. Long run for the right fielder, but this will land untouched. Another full count pitch on its way. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Shohei Ohtani. He'll get to take his first cuts here. This is on the ground over to first. One there. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Two men are out now in the Angels' 6th, and that'll bring up Anthony Rendon. Fastball well outside.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, we got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder on the warning track. He makes the catch. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rendon. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way. On the ground to third. He's got it. To second, there's Cano. Back to first, a 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out. Well, guys, unfortunately, Rendon did not get a lot done at the plate in this game.
You know what, Matty? No, he didn't. And we touched earlier on the vital importance of his contribution to this club going forward. We didn't see it today, boys, but you know what? He's got a ton of talent, and we'll look for him to back it up next game.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. Bellinger over at second. Muncy at first, one gone. To second for one, on to first, and talk about doing the job out of. Here's Justin Upton now. Career against Blake Trinan. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. First pitch on its way to Upton. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 1-0. It's taken high above the zone. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Gone to lead off the inning. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the fourth to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving.
And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. So here's the Angels pitcher, Ryan Buchter, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just Albert Pujols will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Albert Pujols.
Ball one. Kolarek is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Weak grounder down the line at third. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
The bat.
Stepping up now, Jason Castro. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. 1-1 to Jason Castro. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Rounded softly down the line toward first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this is foul. The 1-2 pitch.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And he fouls this one off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his own, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Peterson looks up. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And it's fouled away. Angels shortstop behind in the count at 1-2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 1-2 delivery. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Peterson has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the. Ty Buttrey will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. First delivery to him on the way. Number 9 is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The 1-0. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Full count still. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Matt Beatty will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Fouled off.
Number 45.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs and 33 driven in. Here's the 0-2. Bounce towards the mound. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. Dylan Floro enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away. And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. It was a walk in his last trip. Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike 1.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Back goes Peterson, and this will kick off the base of the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Floro stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
2 balls and a strike to C.J. Cron. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. On the ground to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Peterson to the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So now to the plate, Michael Hermosillo.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good. I think he might throw it again.
Number 31.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up. In there, a base hit. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Sharp ground ball to third. But the feet of the second baseman is a wild one. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Joe Kelly enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. First pitch of the at-bat. Jonathan Villar is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. 3 runs already home here. Grounded back up the middle, and this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Kelly has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Castro rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily as they extend their lead even further.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on.
High and deep to center field. Back goes Peterson at the track, and he makes a nice catch. Next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Good changeup in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw is in time. Turner is retired, and there's 1 away. Too low, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Hermosillo is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
The batter, the left fielder.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And right into the shift. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the If you've just joined us, this is a story of a pitcher who's got his club in a rare and exciting situation. Heidi, can you offer some insight without violating any baseball taboos?
Well, I don't want to jinx a masterful pitching performance by saying any kind of certain words out loud, but let me just draw your attention to the number in the opposing team's hit column. Here's a hint. The number looks like a bagel, maybe a donut. Is this performance going to go down in the record books, Matt?
Leading off.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The second
And a
baseman.
fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Count is 1-2 now. Popped him up. Rendon in foul ground. He's got it 1 away. In now, J.P. Crawford. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. Settling in now, Kyle Seager. No hits to this point. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Mariners striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Tom Murphy. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th. No balls and 1 strike. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. VR has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Now at the plate, Mitch Haniger. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw gets him, 2 down. Dan Vogelbach is next. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In there, strike 1.
Vogelbach.
Strike 2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff.
And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full. Stepping up to the plate, Kyle Lewis. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Number 1.
The 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
The first baseman, number 12.
Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Chopped toward the second baseman. Reined in. Throw on to first, and the Mariners are now down to their final out. So here's Malik Smith. He is the final man standing in the way of possible history here tonight. Strike one to start the at-bat. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now this is popped up. Room, however, behind the plate for Castro. He brings it in, and the Angels have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Are you kidding me, Dan? What a dominant performance right there. A complete game no-hitter, and this one's going down in team history.
Total masterpiece. He had everything working, and he saw it all the way through the end. What a thrill for this organization and its fans, and what a shot in the arm to this team.
The Halos are looking to solidify their standing as front runner in their division with a win here in this one.
They have competed all season to put themselves in a terrific position here in September. They have a chance here in this close game to get a gut check win, and that would, as you'd say, solidify their position, but also build confidence that they have the mettle to maybe do something special later on in the postseason.
And he will run this one down. Good read off the bat for the second out. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. Gallo will get there, and he puts it away. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Jeff Mathis. He singled his last time up. Fouled straight back. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Trout coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Mathis on at first, nobody out, and he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
And that's in there for strike 1. And this one's in the dirt, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Simmons on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the... Nick Goody will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 41.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Hermosillo. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Swing and a high pop-up. Tejeda over to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next to the
Trying to pick things up where he left off, David Fletcher. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him, and now here's another pop-up, and this one will head to the opposite side of the diamond. And this will be hauled in by Andrus for route number 2.
The designated hitter, number 9.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch at it.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing.
Oh, look at Frazier. Hats off to that one. Angels leave one. They're down 3-2. Number 74 will stay in the game, taking over in right and batting number 9. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Now here's the pitch. Lays off 1-0. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Hit down the third baseline. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Joey Gallo goes down for out number 2 in the top half. 1 ball, no strikes the count. That evens it up, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Jose Leclerc comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 25.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Tough task ahead here as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Now batting, first baseman, C.J. Cron.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. The 1-2 is taken for ball two. Nobody out, runner on first. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gallo arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Jonathan Villar. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Fastball off the plate away for ball one. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at-bat.
3-0 to him now. From the stretch. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Two gone now. So it's a runner at first with two men out. And standing in, one of the best two-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. Justin Upton will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Numbers-wise, he's at 326, 46 home runs, and 121 runs batted in. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. Two out here and a runner at second. And it's fouled away. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Upton is certainly one of the right guys to have at the plate in this spot. A long ball would be huge, and he's hit more than 300 of them in his career.
Oh, yeah, when he knocked the donut off his bat on the...
Gallo is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. So the Angels will surrender a bit of ground in the division lead that we mentioned earlier.
And in September, every bit of ground counts. Whether your lead is 10 games or a half game, it doesn't feel good to give any of it away. This was a really close game that they probably feel they could have walked away from with the W.
The Angels are getting their first chance here in this game to clinch their division championship. Heidi, what was the feeling in the clubhouse going into this potentially monumental game?
Well, when I asked one player how it felt to be on the verge of closing out the division, he said, "It won't feel like anything until we get it done. Ask me then." So these guys are all business. They're trying to treat this like any other game. But don't be fooled. Behind those restrained words, you can sense the excitement and anticipation. A lot of hard work and persistence could come to fruition today, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. And it's a 2-2 count to Brett Phillips. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
2-2 one more time. This is on the ground over to first. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Grounded to the right, and that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. To 1-2 now. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled off. Now another 2-2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 2-2 one more time. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Upton's under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and Whit Merrifield will dig in at the plate. As a look, now the pitch. He's running. Strike taken, the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Upton is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And he's retired here, 1 away. Standing in, Andrelton Simmons. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline. Dozier brings it in. And quickly, there are 2 away.
Up next to the Angels.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Skied into straightaway right. Soler is there, and how about that? A 3 in is Jorge Soler. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt, and I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
On to first, and that is a big out to start the ninth. Hunter Dozier digging in now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. First pitch of the at-bat.
Number 57.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
And it's 1-1. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And up steps Salvador Perez as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Fouled away. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And the Angels are moving on. They've won the American League West. So the Angels get the win, and the celebration can commence.
No doubt they clinch a division championship and stamp their passport to the postseason. And what a thrill for this team and their fans. Do we need to remind people of what the expectations were for this team coming into the season? Not this year, not close. What a story, guys.
No doubt, D-Row. They've been one of the best stories in baseball all season long, and it's great to see them get a division wrapped up. Huge congrats to this team.
Heidi Watney met with the players earlier. Heidi, where do you sense this team is mentally coming into this division series?
Matt, I visited with several players and coaches ahead of this opening game of the division series, and one thing I noticed was a sense of calm or quiet confidence. They feel like there isn't much standing in their way as long as they can continue to do what got them here. Well, that's easier said than done, but there is a lot of belief in this clubhouse right now.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. A ball and 2 strikes now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. He's got it, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, number 7.
In now for Cleveland, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And he fouls this one off.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is...
And leading up for the
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out.
The batter, number 2.
Digging in, Jonathan Villar. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's gone 2 for 8. And it's fouled away. Line toward right center. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Number 6.
2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th. And the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 to Rendon. Popped him up. Santana is under it. And that retires the side. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. And, guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
The right fielder, number 32.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that
hot shot to first base and a great play. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate, where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
Watches this one in there for a high strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Fouled off. Solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
0 for 2 for him to this point. A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone.
Number 9.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 delivery. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Set now the pitch.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
In there, 2-2.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santana is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for route number 2. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in.
Jason Castro.
First offering on its way. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and standing in one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. Reyes is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. So now Carlos Santana. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Got him to go down swinging there. Carlos Santana goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. Grounded to short. Simmons is there. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now back. Designated hitter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Bouncer to the left side. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single. At the plate now, Roberto Perez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Boy, there aren't many times, D-Row, that you're going to get in.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So digging in now, C.J. Cron. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Fouled away. Slapped hard the opposite way. Reyes is there to put it away for route number 1.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
And he fouls this one off. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Santana will get there with ease as he puts it away for route number 2. In now is Anthony Rendon. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
That evens it up 1-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And the inning stays alive. It'll bring Mike Trout to the plate next.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. So take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit sharply on the ground. The easy way to Hernandez to retire the side. All set to start the 9th in this one. Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked the guy up with it.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The second baseman,
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Fly ball out to right field. Goodwin is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
the bat, the shortstop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. High in the air down the right field line.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Oliver Perez comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Upton. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. And it's a base hit, so there you go. The potential winning run aboard to start off the home half of the 9th.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
Michael Hermosillo will come on now and pinch run here. At the plate, Tommy La Stella. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Perez has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Possible winning run aboard here, nobody out. Pitch is popped up. Ramirez waits on it. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Goodwin. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. There goes the runner. That's a strike to throw down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So he used the slide step that time, but it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, you can't blame the pitcher on that one. He did all he could do. That was just an impressive show of speed.
The 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Liner towards second. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Throw will come in quickly, and the winning run moves up to third now with only 1 gone. Ready for another chance? Jason Castro. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
2-1 the count. Max Stassi will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Max Stassi.
Shot towards second. That falls down, and in comes the winning run. Now this rolls all the way to the wall, and they will walk off with game one here at home. So the Angels have taken game one of this division series.
Yeah, but remember, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win is really more meaningful in this round than it would be in the LCS or the World Series. Now, if they can win game two, they will be really in a comfortable position.
And on the losing end of this one, what about the Indians?
Well, they will be pretty desperate to win game two to even this thing up, Matty, for the reason Dan just mentioned. Game two's outcome's really going to advance the narrative of this series.
So the Angels grabbed an early advantage in the series with a big win in game one. Heidi, what can you report about what they're thinking heading into game two? He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Past meetings with Andrew Heaney. He's a .333 hitter. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's Simmons at short. Reined in. And that's the second out. So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Franmil Reyes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. No balls and a strike to count. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. Into the box, Mike Trout. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Oh, 2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that can just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Luplow is there, and he'll bring this one in. Leadoff man gone for the left fielder, Justin Upton. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Striding forward now is the DH, Tommy La Stella, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Popped up. Lindor is there. And the inning is over. Now at the plate, Carlos Santana. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Oscar Mercado is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now is still no. First pitch on its way.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1 and 2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Grounded to third. Rendon has it over to VR. On to first, and they get them both. At the plate, Domingo Santana 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in.
And leading off.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
The batter, number 3.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
In now is Andrelton Simmons as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Grounded weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So striding forward now, C.J. Cron. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. And he lays off there, 1-0. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but a foul ball, 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So stepping in, Jonathan Villar. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And that will conclude matters here. Into the box now, Roberto Perez, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Cam Bedrosian has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Ball one to start the at-bat. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Again, another foul ball. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Roberto Perez is retired to kick off the inning. And he takes ball 1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. In now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So here's Francisco Lindor now. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. No balls and 1 strike. And it's quickly 0-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me with this. And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. And that misses inside 1-0. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. 2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. 2-0 count, the pitch.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Swinging on 3-0. Now 3 balls and a strike. The 3-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Reined in. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Oh, he brought it back. Angels go down 1-2-3. New inning set to get underway. Digging in now, Franmil Reyes. No thump out of him in this game so far as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. Hansel Robles will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. Robles is an absolute flamethrower, of course. You don't have to watch him long before that radar gun really pops and catches your eye.
This is what we're looking for in today's game. We're looking for velocity, and this guy is V-E-L-O, velo. Lights up a radar gun, and he can hit triple digits, and that's one of the reasons why everybody likes to watch this guy throw.
Fouled off. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Here's the first pitch. Low for ball one. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. A ball and a strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Now the 1-2 pitch. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Tyler Naquin will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. In there, 0-1. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. To the plate now, Domingo Santana.
Hey, with one swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together. Tyler Naquin will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot. Ready now for L.A., Tommy La Stella. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th-inning rally. 1-1 to Tommy La Stella. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Ready once again, Brian Goodwin. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Hit sharply toward the right side. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Standing in now, Jason Castro. Ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Mercado is there, and there are 2 men gone now. So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Shohei Ohtani will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Weekly hit towards first. He's got it. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Indians have gotten the all-important road victory here in Game 2. They even up the series before heading home as this one is over. So the Indians, after dropping the opener, are able to answer with a big win here in Game 2 to even this series at 1 apiece.
Yeah, and this was a clutch win, Matt. Going down 0-2 in a 5-game series would have put them in a rough spot.
Yeah, they would have been almost dead, Dan. This win gives them much-needed breathing room and maybe some momentum heading into the pivotal Game 3. We've got an exciting division series on our hands, boys.